Okay. So today we are going to start our last chapter for this course, which is globalization. So hopefully, um after the completion of this chapter, so you guys would be in a good position to understand what is information system and what are the components information system. So throughout the semester, we talk about the different components related to the information system. Okay, so what is globalization? Managers are facing unique challenges as digital technologies permeate the workplace. So now, the digital technology has really changed the nature of the business. The modern infrastructure has adopted the new technologies, and it also imposes a new challenges, and one of them is also the globalization. Globalization, the whole world is there. Okay, so all countries are, sharing information, infrastructure, exchange of information, the culture, language, a lot of things uh, that can impose a challenge when it comes to the globalization with regard to the technology. So information system today information system are ubiquitous. Ubiquitous is basically the universal, pervasive, global. I mean, you can use the information system out of your country, out of your city, beyond the barrier of the country's border. Be it traditional desktop computers, laptop computers, smartphones, tablets, information systems are all around us, whether you see them or not. Yes. So we are using technology a lot nowadays. If I compare myself uh, when I was in student, in my area at that time, there was no mobile signal in the university at that time. So just imagine university don't have internet. I mean the wireless internet. So now you can compare with that time. It's a different story here. So people behavior is also changed just with the change of this information technology. So we are using a lot of different devices, the artificial intelligence and the smartphones, tablets, information systems. So we are working with them. We are dealing with them nowadays. As a student, you guys are dealing with Blackboard, information system. You have Twitter account, social media, university website, e-services. You are dealing with many things. So emergence of the digital world over the past decades, the advent of the powerful, relatively inexpensive, easy to use computers has had a major impact on business and society. Increasing global competitiveness has forced companies to find ways to better and to do things less expensive. So nowadays, the things have been completely changed. The competition is very high in the global market. Organization is not only thinking to deal with the local customer, but also with the international customer. Okay, guys, so are you getting my point? The competitiveness in the business nowadays, the global competitiveness, has really changed the nature of the business. The companies are looking for more innovative ideas, the more new ways to do the business. Do you agree with this?
Yes. Yes, Doctor.
Okay, so for example, we can take an example of one business. Let's say the online website. Uh, uh, we have so many websites here in Saudi Arabia, local. Let's say the Noon website. So how they can improve their business, how they can grow? They must find something attractive, something good, something new ideas in order to compete internationally. You cannot start a business overnight in the new country. You must have a proper planning for that. And nowadays, overall businesses, let's take the example of restaurants, cafe. There are so many cafes here. So did you notice that every cafe is trying to do something new, whether for marketing, for product, for quality food? They try to do something new. Did you notice this?
Yes, Doctor.
So what is the reason? The reason is competitiveness. There is a competition. And when we talk about the global, out of the country, you have a more tough competition there. And also the new technology is actually making a role here, playing a role here to change the thinking about the business. So many organizations use information system to support innovative business models or build their entire business models around the technological innovations, and that IS is also global. Do you think now the new business, if you want to open a business, so you will focus on the technology? Okay, first tell me, guys, are you interested in business or in doing jobs overall? What is your perception?
Business. Doctor.
Okay, so you want to start a business. So whatever you want to start, what is the idea? But you will focus on technology or not?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of thing that you're looking from technological point of view?
Something that's not, common. Not smartphones, not laptops.
So it means your idea will also be changed with the technology,
Yes.
right? So it means technology is really playing a role here to start an innovative business idea. So we have seen now there are so many new businesses, new type of businesses exist nowadays, which we cannot think 20 years ago, because there was no fast internet, there was no um, other devices available. So digital world has really changed the thinking, and now your business organizations are focusing on these kind of things. Now you can take the example of university, and now see the what kind of technology exists in the university. We have blackboards, we have so many databases, we have PeopleSoft, we have Clarivate, we have e-services, and we have so many information system, accounts department, finance department. registrations, housing, sports, scholarships, and everything is handled by the technology. So it means when you are creating university nowadays, a new university, first you also need to establish the infrastructure for information technology, right? You must have some network rooms, you must have some database rooms, IT people, programming, a lot of things. You have to think. Before 30, 40 years ago, the university don't have these kind of things. So it means there is emergence. Now there is a change in idea as well, change in thinking as well. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. So we are living in digital world. Some have even argued that we are living in post-PC era. Post-PC era means the PC is an old thing now. We have new devices. We have wireless mobile devices will replace traditional desktop and laptop computers. Yes, we are in this world. Initially created as consumer devices, tablets have become common in warehouses, showrooms, airplane cockpits, and hospitals. Now we can see so many devices, advanced devices have been replaced the old one in a hospital. We can see the technology in a robot. You can see the robots in hospitals, even in schools, in universities, for airplane, in different industry, in restaurants. You know, in China, there is a restaurant where the robots usually are distributing the food. And there are, in one restaurant, there is no waiter there. Everything is touch and automatically driven. And the Alibaba.com, the Amazon, they are using robots in their warehousing, in car manufacturing industries. So things have been changed. The different devices, the tablets, smartphones, they have really changed the way of doing business. Now you know the menu on restaurants. If you go, they will not give you the book. They will give you the barcode. Things have been changed. Now if you open the restaurant, you have to provide these kind of things. There's some provide you the tablets. Okay, select from the tablets. So new and innovative ideas are there just because of new technology. Changes in technology have enabled new ways of working and socializing, whereas traditionally people are bound to stationary PC to do essential tasks. They can now perform such tasks from almost anywhere. They have a cell phone signal. Likewise, it enabled performing tasks anytime. Yes, we are all agree and we are doing these things. Do you agree with it? You guys are also doing these things, right? Maybe you are taking class from your mobile phone. In the morning, I took one class from my mobile phone. Okay? You know, there was one meeting, I attended one meeting and one guy was attending 3 meetings at the same time. 3 different meetings at the same time. Is it possible 10 years before, 20 years before?
No.
Never. Okay, now 3 meetings, 3 crucial meetings at the same time with different people. It is possible nowadays. So this is the change of, the change of thinking, the change of behavior, change of thinking of doing business, just because of emergence of digital world, the new technology. The new economy, there is digital divide, where those with access to the information system have great advantages over those without access to information system. So digital divide is a concept is that some having, for example, we are living in Khobar, or we talk about the country level, the Saudi Arabia, we are saying the eastern region have full access of technology, whereas the other region don't have. So this is called, I mean, in eastern region we have internet, we have fast internet, we have devices, everything is available. Our processes are very mature. Whereas in other part of the country, it's not like that. They don't have internet, or very slow internet. They don't have resources. So this concept is called digital divide. So digitally countries divide. Some people having all resources, some having don't have in terms of technology. Did you get this point, guys? What is digital divide? Half of the people having full facilities about technology and half of them don't have. So this is digital divide. And this is ethically, it is not a good thing. Digital divide is one of the major ethical challenges facing society today when you consider the strong linkage between computer literacy and a person's ability to compete in the digital world. Can you think that what you thought about Saudi Arabia, about digital divide? Can you identify this digital divide here? Do you think? Is there any digital divide here in Saudi Arabia? For example, if we could talk about, let's say in Abha, people living in Abha, they have the internet connection the same as we have here. No, STC is not working there?
Yes, it's...
no, it's working, but depends on the places.
I mean, the few places we can ignore, we're talking about a divide at bigger level. There must be a great number. Okay, I know there are some, the hilly stations, the mountains, the jungles are there, maybe there's not working there. So that is different thing. Okay, I'm talking about the community. So there's a large number of people living without internet. I don't think so. Here, I think they are covering the large population. And but in some countries, especially the third world countries, if we can talk about, let's say, the India, the Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, maybe they are divided in different sections. The large populations still don't have access of internet. Okay, now did you get it?
Absolutely.
So this is called digital divide, and ethically it is not good. It is the responsibility of the government to provide all these things equally in the society. So when you consider the strong linkage between computer literacy and a person's ability to compete in the digital world, when you are saying that the literacy means the people are educated, means that they know what is computer and how to use that. So you must provide these things. Okay, this is the concept of digital divide. For example, access to raw materials and money fueled the industry revolution, but in the information society, the power is knowledge. Yes, when we talk about the industrial revolution, industry, so it means money is important, raw material is important, okay? But when we talk about informational society, what is the informational society? The society based on knowledge. The fuel is knowledge. So that's why it's called informational society. So when we talk about the digital world, so we must provide, government must provide the access to the technology to all its people. There should be no divide, because in the end, you cannot consider those person as a literate, the educated person, because they don't know how to use the computer and how to use the internet. This is one of the concepts here. Okay. So next we have 5 IT mega trends in the information age. 5 mega trends. Those are the 5 mega trends we can see that can influence the individual, organization, and society. Mobile, social media, Internet of Things, cloud computing, big data. Do you agree with this? These 5 trends has really changed the people, individual, organization, society. What is your thought on it? Want to share something?
Doctor, what cloud computing?
You know, the cloud computing, our data is on the cloud. You have iPhone, right?
Yes.
So you have a cloud ID.
Yes.
What is that?
To save my memory.
Your data is saving on the cloud somewhere. So when you delete your ID, cloud ID, what happened? What would happen?
Maybe the mobile before I
No,
save
I
it
mean,
in
you
that.
have
I know. But you connect the mobile before and this new mobile.
Yes. So when you buy a new mobile, you will add how you will transfer all contacts in your new mobile, or the data or the pictures. So you will add the cloud ID there and all data will come, right?
Yes.
So cloud is basically a storage area. They create the clouds and they have specific ID, specific address, and you have been assigned one address or one ID for that cloud. That particular cloud is for you to maintain your storage and these kind of things, all the services. So this is called cloud computing, actually, working with the clouds.
Okay. Thank you.
Got it?
Yes.
So these things we are facing nowadays. We are using mobile, everybody, you are using social media, Internet of Things, I mean the gadgets we are using nowadays, Apple Watch, and many more technologies, the ribbons, cloud computing, big data, a lot of, we already discussed this big data. So if we minus these things from our lives, let's say there is no social media, you are not using social media, what happened? Your life will be affected or not? If we don't use the mobile, if you throw your mobile in the basket, what kind of change you will feel in your life?
So it will be hard.
It will be very hard. So these all things are, influencing, it's putting some impact on individuals, even on organizations, and even on society. Just imagine there is a one city without mobile phone. There's a one community without social media. So their life will change suddenly. So it has a great influence in these trends. So these are all very important trends nowadays. Understanding the influence of these mega trends will be increasingly important. Individuals will feel the impact of these mega trends on their private and work lives. Private lives, I have many accounts. I'm using Instagram, Facebook, the other social media apps. We have, TikTok. We have, the Bigo Live. We have so many apps for socializing, for business purpose, and for office work life. We have also, the websites we used to visit daily. We have a Twitter accounts for our college. We have other accounts as well. So it has a great impact on our life, whether it is private lives or work lives. So things have been changed. Your thinking is changed now. If we talk with your grandfather, you will feel the difference there, even in the thinking about the things, right? Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Yes, Doctor.
I remember when I was student in our university, there was one guy who bring the phone with the first mobile phone we saw there, and it was very big in size. He every time he you can recognize from very far away. The size is very big, and he was the only guy, and people was staring at him and not liking this thing that this guy is doing this. I don't know why it's showing off and all that stuff, because it was not the culture. All people did not adopt this change at that time. They are not used to. So their thinking is also, they were saying that it is a bad thing, should not keep with hand, because they don't know the usage, they don't know what kind of benefit we can get from there. And now, if you compare, the people will adopt this very easily because they know their thinking has been changed just because of this technology. Okay, the first one is mobile computing. In developing world, mobile devices often leapfrog traditional PCs. Yes, leapfrog means leapfrog jump, frog jump. It's a big jump from PC to mobile devices. For organization, this increase in mobility has several implications. Increased collaboration, yes. You can talk with anyone. Like if you guys are doing assignment in the course, how you guys do assignment? Your collaboration will increase. You will do the Zoom meeting, you will do the team, you use the team software, Bittrex, there are so many apps there. So your collaboration is increased. New ways to reach customers. Yes, social media. Now people are finding the customer from social media, from emails, from messages. The ability to manage business in real time. Yes, you will put your question here right now, and in the next minute, maybe you will get the answer for that. Right? Do you agree with this?
Yes, but Doctor, how they take benefit from the customer and Zoom and Teams?
I mean, we're talking about mobile computing. Look, before, if there is no Zoom meeting, so you need real meeting. So in real meeting, you need to schedule a time, you have to meet. It will take time to manage the real meeting. But Online, you can manage it very easily and quickly, right?
Yes,
Did you get in restaurant? You know, in restaurant, you can use the mobile apps very quickly. The hunger station, okay? So you're managing business very easily. It's very, easy. Employees can conduct business almost anytime, anywhere.
I know, Doctor,
Okay.
but can they take benefit from the customer or not?
From the customer, yes. I mean,
Like
their
Zoom?
business. I mean, this Zoom is another thing. Okay, for conducting meetings, they can use the mobile technology. I mean, I can contact with the customer, right?
Yes.
Your delivery boy always call you on your mobile phone, right?
That's right.
So business is taking benefit from this.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay. For organization, this trend can be worrying due to concern related to security, but it can also provide opportunities such as increased productivity. Yes, your business will increase. Now, the Zoom is an organization. The organization who created the Zoom, they earn a lot of profit during this year. Their productivity has been increased. High customer satisfaction, because customers are satisfied and they're using this app. But at the same time, the problem is security. And the whole world, we discussed a lot on this. We have so many threats with this online or mobile computing. Even in many countries, they are not fully able to apply mobile computing. But here in Saudi Arabia, things are much better. So here they can use the mobile computing because of the infrastructure and the rules and regulations are there. But in some countries, it is still an issue because they don't have infrastructure and they cannot manage the security. Okay, second one is social media, and I think I don't need to explain this. You are very well familiar with this. The rise of social media is largely based on network effect. So it is network based. On network, you have the people and you can socialize there. It refers to the notion that the value of network or application based on network increases with the number of other users. Organizations use social media to encourage employee collaboration or to connect with their customers. Instagram, Snapchat are very famous nowadays, especially for these, small businesses or these restaurants or shops, even for all businesses nowadays. The social media is a very important thing. What do you think?
It is important.
So without social media, you cannot grow at maximum level, right?
Right.
Getting the feedback of the customers, try to find a new customer, their likes, dislikes. It's a huge area for the business, a huge opportunity. I use Instagram whenever I need to find a new restaurant, whenever I need to find a new place. I prefer to use the Instagram. So everybody has its own preference, but it's really playing for the business. It's really playing a good role. Okay, next we have the Internet of Things. What is Internet of Things? Devices have embedded computer and sensors enabling connectivity over the internet. IoT a networked physical object that can automatically share data over the internet. By 2008, more devices were connected to the internet than people living on Earth. So, do you have any idea about the Internet of Things?
Yes, sir.
Can you share any idea?
Like when you connect your house by using the Wi-Fi, and
Yes.
you can open the lights by using your sound, or you're connected with Alexa and something
So
like that.
how business are getting this benefit from these kind of things in business?
I guess yes, you can, like in Alexa, you can order something in our land only by using your voice. Without
Alexa.
Alexa, yes.
Yes.
Like
In
you can
restaurants?
ask, order something from Amazon, and it will do
In
it for.
hospital, they use the ribbon to with the children, the newborn babies, and if you go out from certain area, the alarm will start ticking. Or the automatic the token for your car, the tool tax. So if you have already paid, you have the barcode reading there, so automatically things will happen for you. Automatic door opening when they identify using sensors. There's so many examples could be there, and this is the era of Internet of Things. Nowadays, every companies are working on this area. You will see so many new devices in this year will be available in the market. So this is also a mega trend, and it has really influenced the people and the business as well. Examples of IoT include monitoring home temperatures while on vacation, alerting drivers of parking spaces and traffic volumes, cardiac monitors, alerting physician of potential health risk, smart cities, smartphones, and e-health. There are a number of things have been available nowadays. As the number of sensors and devices, IoT will evolve to become the Internet of everything. Yes, right now it is Internet of Things, but soon it will be Internet of everything, where just about any device functionality is enhanced through connectivity and intelligence. Any question, guys, so far?
No, doctor, everything clear.
Okay. Okay, so next one is the cloud computing. So web technology is enabling using the internet as a platform for the application and data. Applications that used to be installed on individual computers are increasingly kept in the cloud. For example, Gmail, Google Docs, Google Calendar. As you can see on the figure here, there is a one cloud. Your applications and data would be there, and you can access that data through different devices. The Google Docs, online Word, online Office. So it frees users from the task of installing or updating the traditional desktop applications or worrying about storing or backup data. Now you get the idea about cloud computing? Guys, did you get the idea?
Yeah, doctor. Okay. Yeah.
Like did you use the online office or online Word and the Google Docs?
Yes.
Yes, we always use it.
Okay. The process by which business or other organizations develop the international influence or start operating on an international scale. So you can see the effect of globalization in many ways, such as greater international movement of commodities, money, information, labor, as well as the development of technologies, standards, and process to facilitate this movement. So when you want to increase your business at large scale out of your country, so you need to consider many things, even what kind of people skills are available. You know, some countries, they don't have, they are lacking in skills. Even here in Saudi Arabia, all countries actually. So when you don't have the people with certain skills, so you need to bring it from other country. Okay. So same applies when there is a demand for anything. So you can open your business or you can grow to the next country level. But for opening to that scale, you must have some information. You must have some proper plan, like how much money is required. You're opening business in USA, so in dollars, how much budget is required, what kind of information is there, the people are available. You know, the iPhone, they develop in California and you know, assembled in or in China, something like that, because they're lacking the skills there, or maybe in China it's more cheaper. So this is how you have to think when you are developing a business at global level. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, Doctor, clear.
Okay. Key driving impacts of globalization. So what are the drivers? What are the things that you need to focus on when you are trying to grow globally? Economic change, international trade, global finance, labor outsource. So you must have information about these things. Labor means the people who are going to work, the skillful people. Do you need outsourcing? Do you need to bring the people from other countries? Do you need the global finance? So this economic change is major driver, one of the driver for the globalization. Then cultural change, multiculturalism from media, international travel, ethnic foods. So this is also one of the driver that push you, because now with the technology, all countries, you know, they can share easily everything. So that is forcing you to go for the globalization. Technological change, as we discussed, computing, communication is very easy nowadays. We have the global patent and copyright laws available. So these are the key driving impacts of globalization. So you know, now communication is getting cheap now. The internet is available almost in every country. So this will drive you to do something with other countries. So this is called globalization. So these are the factors actually, the key drivers for globalization. Any question, guys?
Doctor,
Yes.
the first one in cultural change, what is it?
You know, the different countries have different countries. And now people are working on multiculturalism. Like here in Saudi Arabia, in Khobar here, how many cultures you can observe here? How many people from different nationalities are working here? There are so many. Okay. Now the tourism has been invoked. The tourism industry is growing here in Saudi Arabia. So people are coming from many countries. They come here, they visit, they see the food, their dress, language. So they are exchanging with each other the cultural things. We have here some international schools, even in university we have some international the courses for international students. People are coming here for doing PhDs and all that stuff. This is cultural, this is cultural exchange actually. Okay. So with the technology, things are very easy to communicate. So you have to go for the globalization. Did you get my point?
Yes, yes.
Cultural change is making you to take decision that we can go to the globalization. Like if you go to the Canada, USA, it's a multicultural environment there. People from all over the world are working. So if anybody is doing business there, he would like to go to the other country because of cultural change, cultural exchange, and the technology. Communication is easy now.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay, this is slide number 19 now. So we have 22 slides, so we can finish it today. Okay, then opportunities and challenges for organization. Globalization has opened up many opportunities. People can make voice or video calls around the globe for free using services such as Skype, Google, Hangout, WhatsApp. So these are the opportunities, very easy for the business point of view. To a large extent fueled by movies, television, and other form of media, the increasing globalization has moved cultures closer together. So we used to see movies on television, newspaper, articles about other cultures. This is also opportunity. Did you see the movies translated in your language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the famous movie here that everybody like to see translated? Did you have any favorite movie here?
But I like Matrix.
Okay. It is you can see the culture in that sometimes, although Matrix is a different kind of story there, but even then you can see how people talk, how people interact, their food, and this is exchange of culture through movie. Marvel, I did not see this. Is it good?
Yeah, he means Avengers and set of films.
Okay. So these are all opportunities for globalization. The rapid rise of new middle class in many developing countries has enabled established companies to reach new markets, enabling to sell them their products to literally millions of new customers. Like if you consider only China and India, it's a large population. So it's a big opportunity for the businessmen if you go there and invest. Even in Pakistan, if you Bangladesh, if you consider the population in these countries together, this is in Asia. So it's a big opportunity for the investors to go there and invest. So every country has its own, pros and cons. So, but with this, rise in the middle class people, or you can find more middle class people in these countries. So you have the different opportunities available as a business. Yet globalization has also brought about a number of operational challenges for organizations. So what are those challenges? Organizations face governmental challenges related to the defenses and political systems, regulatory environments, laws, standard, individual freedoms. Yes, every country has its own laws, so sometimes this becomes challenge for the business. I mean, they have political system, they have the dictatorship, they have some new laws. Like we have now new laws for the business here. So and they are tourism is a new laws in tourism. So many investors are attracted there, so they can invest there. So laws also playing a role there. Likewise, geoeconomic challenges include differences in infrastructure, demographic, welfare, or workers' expertise. Yes, the infrastructure here in Saudi Arabia is different, in China may be different, in US may be different. The demographic also, the young population or the old population in Japan, in Japan, they have mostly the old population. They don't have young population. In Saudi Arabia, I think, I don't know, but I think it seems that they have more young population here. They have more people maybe in 20s or maybe 18 to 20s or 25. Am I right?
Yes, the population pyramid in Saudi Arabia is wider at the bottom.
Yeah. So, this is also a data, and you can analyze and you can invest according to this. Okay, 30% of population, 40% of population if young, so it means their preference is different. Their likes are different. But if you go to the Japan, they have a different scenario there. So these are also challenges. Organizations face cultural challenges such as dealing with differences in language beliefs. So it happens in all countries, I think, nowadays. Like here in our office in college, we have people from different countries, and sometimes we have to deal with the Arabic language in the written form. Okay, so some can read, some cannot write, some cannot understand well. So these are all the challenges there. And in some countries, the religion is very critical thing. They're strictly followed, and they have issues with that in some countries. So these are the challenges for the business when we talk about the globalization. We can talk about the Muslim versus non-Muslim. In some countries they have issues, like in France nowadays. We have, black and white. In USA, it is a very old kind of issue and still exists there. So every country has some issues there. And when we want to open a business, so sometimes our business can be affected by these kind of cultural challenges. That can be language, can be dress, can be their attitude, religions, anything. Are you with me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, strategies for building global systems. When building global system, understand the global environment. So you must understand the environment first. What kind of business you are going to do, in which area you are going to do. Understand the business drivers and forces for the global competition. Examine the inhibitors and negative factors creating management challenges. So it depends from country to country in which country you are going to open your business. So you have to get all the information about that, the positive, negative, and what is actually required that can your business can grow. Develop corporate strategy for global competition. It's a corporate strategy means about the budget, finance, infrastructure. What is the strategy for that? For the global, some organizations, they have, for example, in mobile industry, if you are opening a new business of mobile, and already the Apple, Samsung, and the big giants are there. So there must be a proper strategy for you to compete with them. And they have branches all over the world. Develop organization structure and division of labor. Yes, structure is very important. Your main office, head office will be in Riyadh, your head office may be in New York. So how the people, how the employees will be, restructured. Sometimes you send your employees to other countries. The companies used to send in different countries. So there must be some proper management, or do you need a new hiring from the local market, or you will bring the consultant from other countries. There must be some strategy for this. And management issues, design of business process, discover how user requirements, change in local units to conform global requirements, coordinate the system development, all the processes that is actually required. You must go through with that and try to find the issues and the risk management and how to solve that issues. Consider the technology platform is the most important thing nowadays. I think before starting the business, you must consider the technology frame platform, how you are going to use and which technology you are going to use. These are the generic steps for building a global system, because there are the system will serve in different countries. Any question, guys? Anything you want to add? Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes. Thank you, teacher. No questions.
Okay, that's fine. So I should take attendance. So this is the end of the chapter 13. So alhamdulillah, we have completed our semester.